And we are staying on top of this breaking news coming out of West Hartford for you. I-84 East is closed because of an overturned tractor trailer. They're just starting to let a little bit of traffic over on the far left side. And Rachel is going to have us get us an update and figure out how to avoid this area if you do have to travel through there. Again, this is I-84 in West Hartford. But good morning to you and happy Friday. Thanks for starting your day off with us. We're checking in with Rachel. A lot to talk about, but no real problems on the weather front. It's all in the traffic today.
Yes, the traffic unfortunately starting off a little rough, but the weather not so much. Yesterday we reached 90 degrees again, making it our second official heat wave of 2025. Tuesday 91, 93 on Wednesday, and then yesterday just around 90 degrees. Now we're in the 60s and 70s. We're not too far off from this time yesterday, but the major difference is going to be the dew points. The dew points are in the 60s and upper 50s across the state, and it really doesn't get much better than this for a Friday morning, that's for sure, especially when we're dealing with very humid conditions the last couple of days. Humidity continues to drop off a couple of degrees over the course of the afternoon and really into the overnight hours, leading to a beautiful start to our Saturday. If you can get out and enjoy Saturday morning, whether it be going for a walk or just having coffee outside, it'll be a nice one, certainly. As we move forward today, we'll see numbers move into the lower 80s around 2 p.m., around 80 degrees with a blend of sun and clouds, 82 at 4 o'clock. We'll go with a mostly sunny sky. 84 in New Haven, 83 in Hartford, southeastern Connecticut in the low 80s. It's going to be a nice one overall. As I mentioned, tomorrow starts off really nice, and really for the whole day, it's going to be a nice one, just hot. By the time we get to our Sunday, though, we are tracking the chance for some scattered showers and storms. We'll have more details on that coming up in just a bit. As we check in with the roads this morning here, unfortunately, we do have an issue on the roadways that we do have to get to. So, of course, we'll keep you posted as we learn more. Sorry, I didn't want to get my shoes. Normally we work on that. We are on 84 this morning. We do have this one crash over in this is going to be in East Hartford. There's a crash out by 59 and 58 this morning. We also have this that we've been talking about really all morning long. This is an overturned tractor trailer out by exits 41 and 43. A good alternative route to get around this backup is going to be Farmington Avenue. A live look outside this morning showing you that overturned tractor trailer. They do have crew on scene that's trying to get that tractor trailer upright. No word on what was in it, if there were any injuries, but we know that it looks like one lane now open at this point. It was closed for quite some time. So there's that backup that you will encounter if you jump on the highway. So you definitely want to seek an alternative route. Again, Farmington Avenue, a good way to get around it. Erica.
Rachel, thanks. 6:02 right now, and a police officer in Bridgeport was fired earlier this week after being arrested and charged dozens of times over a 2-year span. And those charges include stalking and harassment. FOX 61's Glenn Kittle is live in Hartford with the very latest on the officer's charges. Glenn, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Erica. Officer Danny Soto is charged with 25 counts related to his ex. They say that the charges are stalking and harassing. According to the arrest warrant, it says that the ex ended the relationship back in 2023 when she found out that Officer Soto was married. Now, this isn't his first run-in with the law. It all goes back to 2024. Court documents show the earliest offense took place in January of that year, and he turned himself in on July 3rd of 2024. He was charged with 22 counts of second-degree harassment, 5 counts of second-degree stalking, 4 counts of second-degree unlawful restraint, all of these misdemeanors. In that case, his bond was set at $75,000. He was placed on administrative status with pay on May 8th, 2024, but court documents show he was arrested again by Derby police on January 1st and July 1st of this year. In that most recent arrest, prosecutors say Soto violated a protective order and committed second-degree assault. Soto was fired Tuesday following the department's disciplinary actions and internal investigation into these cases. Bridgeport's police chief did address the firing of Officer Danny Soto. He said, quote, that Soto violated several department procedures and policies as it relates to conduct. He did not further comment on the issue. Live in Hartford, Glenn Kittle, FOX 61.
Glenn, thank you for the update. Well, right now, a missing Grten woman's family is begging for her safe return. Amber Gochi has been missing since last week. Investigators are trying to figure out where she might be. FOX 61's Tim Lateau spoke with Gochi's family and has their emotional plea for answers.
Now missing for nearly 2 weeks, a 41-year-old Grten woman's family is desperate for answers.
If Amber sees this somehow, I love you, and you are worth it. You just let us know you're okay. Let us know you're okay.
Tears fill Sharon Besetta's eyes as she worries where her daughter, Amber Gochi, is. Grten police say Amber was last seen at her Grten apartment on July 8th, and there's now an active missing persons alert. Police are reviewing surveillance video footage and interviewing those that Amber knows.
She seemed very distraught, and that worries me because she has mental health issues and previous addiction issues.
In Winstead, Sharon and her daughter, Bethany Strahan, and other family members have called every hospital, mental health, and drug recovery clinic in the state with no luck. Now, their search is expanding to surrounding states.
We need support from the community across the state to help us to find her, to help us to get this message to her. We're just looking for support in terms of, shares and prayers to bring her home.
Her family is asking for compassion and holding out hope that she will be found safe and sound.
She is a good person. She has a family that loves her.
Anyone with information is asked to contact the Grten Police Department. In Winstead, Tim Latow, FOX61.
Well, earlier this week, we told you about a deadly three-car crash in Colchester. It killed 2 adults and an unborn baby. Now, since then, the tributes have been pouring in for the victims. Fox 61's Celine Arif joins us to share those messages of hope.
This week, Sales School posted a tribute on Facebook honoring one of their former teachers who died in the crash on Sunday, along with another former teacher who lost her unborn baby in the crash. It happened Sunday afternoon on Route 16. Neighbor Barbara Bransford, whose backyard faces the road, told us she didn't see the crash, but she heard a driver rev their engine and then...
And it wasn't seconds after I heard him speed up that we heard screeching, and then we heard bang, 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 as if what you hear on a highway when there's like a multi-car crash. It was just horrible.
Now Sales School staff are mourning one of the victims, Jennifer Leimbach, who they call a dedicated and inspiring teacher on Facebook. Dozens of tributes also came in online from coworkers and parents whose children were taught by her. While she no longer worked at Sales School at the time of the crash because she moved to Salem Elementary, Sales School says she left behind a legacy. That included founding the school's first volleyball team, which still continues today. Sales School also posted their condolences to another former teacher who they say was 8 months pregnant when the crash happened, which killed her unborn baby. She survived with serious injury. We also reached out to Salem Elementary School, and they shared statements honoring her from parents, staff, and one student, Haley Fletcher, who is an upcoming freshman. Fletcher says Leimbach wasn't just a teacher and coach, but someone who truly changed her life. You can find more statements from Fletcher and the Salem school community on our website at fox61.com. State police say for now the crash is still under investigation. Reporting in Baltic, Celine Arif, Fox 61.
Well, 2 swimming spots are still closed. Indian Wells State Park and Lake Warramog State Park. They're closed because of high bacteria levels. Several other lakes and beaches like Rocky Neck State Park have been closed recently for the same reason. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with a health expert about the dangers of swimming in contaminated waters.
People may be at this beach now, but on Wednesday, the beach was closed for half of the day after test results showed that there were heightened levels of bacteria in the water, which came as a shock to many beachgoers. After the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection collected water samples to test for bacteria, several beaches and lakes were closed due to increased levels.
We're seeing some high levels of one of the bacteria that's a good indicator of other bacteria that could be involved as well. They test for enterococci, which is kind of a marker for fecal contamination.
Dr. Jeannie Kenkery, the president of Yale New Haven Health Urgent Care, says recent weather events created a perfect storm for increased bacteria levels in the water. Swimming in water with high bacteria levels could lead to gastrointestinal issues like diarrhea and vomiting. Although increased bacteria sounds concerning, Dr. Kenkary says it shouldn't stop people from going to the beach as waters are tested constantly to prevent any public health threats. Dr. Kenkary says it's important to follow the state's guidelines and avoid using beaches when they're closed to protect your health and the health of people around you. In Nyack, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
A teenager from Ridgefield is dead after an accident with a log splitter. It happened over the state line in Lewisboro, New York. New York State Police say 18-year-old Brandon Gamelin died after that log splitter hit him. Troopers say he was trying to move the equipment when it rolled down a slope area that he was on and then hit him. Investigators say this appears to be an accident.